Hello friends, I welcome you all to my cloud tutorial. So friends, in today's lecture we are going to see the storage offerings from AWS, and we will be focusing on S3, which is simple storage service, hence called as S3 storage. So you might be wondering what is 101. So basically the 101 stands for like introduction. So this is basically an introductory session. So some of these Australian, British as well as American institutes refers 101 as something is from the beginning, like introduction session kind of thing. Okay. Yeah. So talking about various storage offerings from AWS. So yeah, we have one of the service has simple storage service, which is also called as S3 in short. Then we have elastic block storage called as EBS that we had seen in the previous lecture. Then we have elastic file system, which is also called as EFS. Then FSX for Windows and FSX for Lustre. So in the upcoming session we will see all the other storage offerings in detail. So in this session we are going to focus on S3. Yeah. So basically to talk about S3 storage, so this is S3 is an object-based storage. It means it allows you to upload the objects like files, like logs, documents, pictures, movies, etc. And it's very easy, like with a simple web interface we can easily store it and retrieve the data that we have stored. So please note one thing, like S3 is not suitable at all to install operating system or to host a database, because this is an object storage and not a block storage. So we can keep or store the files which can be of any size, like from 0 bytes up to 5 TB, and these files are stored in a folder which we call as bucket. So we will be talking about like let's create an S3 bucket, etc. So it's called as bucket. You can see as you can call as a folder as bucket. So once you create any S3 bucket, that in the demonstration we will be going to see in the upcoming sessions. So there will be the two. So the naming will be unique global. It means like the name of S3 bucket should be, you can't keep like a test bucket or like anything very, it's like S3 bucket, etc., which is very unique or very common. So the bucket name should be unique globally. So say for an example, it's like HTTPS MS01 test. So this is the name of bucket that I have created. Then afterward it will be .s3.amazonaws.com. So if say I have created this S3 bucket, since I have created this in the Northern Virginia, which is default region, means the name of the S3 bucket is like this. And say in case you have created in another region, say if in case EU West 1, in that case the name will vary as https://ms01 test, which is this is the name of S3 bucket. Then it will show us the region name, which is EU West 1 in this case, then .amazonaws.com. Yeah, so when we upload any object to the S3 bucket, we will get HTTPS HTTP 200 code. Okay, so now let's see what are the key fundamentals of S3. So like since S3 is the object storage, so object you can say like object is nothing but a file. Okay, so you can say like a file may have certain attributes or some key characteristics for the file. So in this case, like for S3, the fundamentals of S3 are, it's the key. So key will be, as we saw, it's the name of the object. Neither you can say as name of the file we are going to upload. Okay, then the values, like what is the value or data of that file. Then version ID. Say for example, I have say file named as test.txt, and I have uploaded its version 1. And say I made some changes and upload it to again, so it will be another version like version 2, etc. So version ID, there will be unique version ID for each of the file as we upload. And about the metadata, so metadata you can say like data about the data that's we are being stored. Okay, so the metadata can be it is indicator of the file. Then we also have access control list and bucket policy. So this is something to make your data more secure when it's kept in the S3 storage. Okay. Then talking about data consistency, so in the S3 we have two consistency model. One is read after write consistency for puts of new object, and another is eventual consistency for overwrite puts and delete. So simply it means say there is a new file and I'm going to upload it on the S3 bucket. So I can say I have uploaded, and if I want to read it, so I can immediately read it. So this is called as read after write consistency for puts of new objects. So like I'm uploading a new file, and say in case I'm trying to update or delete the existing file, in that case we will getting eventual consistency. It means eventual means say it will take some time. If that is the case, like say there is a version 1 is already there and I'm trying to upload version 2. Okay, I have put that file. So put means put is nothing but we are writing it, and as soon as I'm writing the updated file and if I try to access, so I can get either version 2, version 1 or version 2, both file, like since we are updating it. So it will take some time if we try to access or read that file again, if that is updated or deleted file. So this is like eventual consistency. Yeah. So talking about S3 guarantees, so we have like 99.99% availability from the Amazon, and it's 99.99, so it's called as 11 nines of the durability. So if in case you don't know or you are not sure about what is called as availability and what is durability, so let me simply explain you. So availability is nothing but say I wish to get the data that I have uploaded. So it's like a probability of data like we are trying to access. So it's like you can say it's how much percentage of time it's available. So that is simply called as availability. And durability refers to say the durability is nothing but it's on the systems, the storage system from where we are trying to access the data. So when we are talking about durability, so we are more concerned about say whether the data is durable and the data loss is not in there is no data loss. So here with 99.119, so this you can say like perhaps with this durability we can say like only one object might get lost in the 1 millions of object for 1 million of years. So that is something this is the durability this refers to. So I think you got the point, like availability and durability. Availability is like whenever we are requesting data, it's available, and durability is something like it's delivering our object is intact and we are receiving the object, and the underlying host like storage etc everything is durable. So that is something called as durability. Yeah. So regarding the properties or features of S3, so we have tiered storage concept in the S3. It means there are various storage we will see in the next upcoming slides. So there are various types of storages S3 offers. Then we have lifecycle management. So lifecycle management stands for say we want to we can provide some rules. We can assign some rules, and our data can be transferred from one particular storage type or one tier to another tier. Versioning that we already saw. So this is basically say we have multiple copies of the same file. So there will be versioning concept will be used. Encryption stands for the data at rest. So we can encrypt our data at rest or data which is there in the S3 bucket. So that can be done. Another is MFA Delete, which stands for multi-factor authentication. So this is like we can have MFA Delete option. We can enable that option, and so it will double like it will ensure like data is not deleted, and it will be MFA Delete. So that is the MFA Delete. Then another feature for like data security are access control list and bucket policy. So using these features we can restrict to whom we need to give the access and what level of access, like read or write or delete kind of access we can control using access control lists and bucket policies. Yeah. So we have different storage classes for the S3. So these are like S3 standard, then S3IA which is called as infrequently accessed, then S3 one zone IA, which is also referred as S3 RRS or reduced redundancy storage. Then we have S3 intelligent tiering, S3 Glacier and S3 Glacier deep archive. Let's see the details of this storage the next slide. Yeah, so here you can see this is the comparison of the S3 storage classes. You can see here S3 standard and until S3 Glacier deep archive. So if you go from right to left, so you can see the availability and durability remains the same. It's 11 nines. However, the availability will be it will be lower from from S3 standard to S3 one zone IA. So basically it means S3 standard, even the pricing will be S3 standard. If say we are storing our data in the S3 standard tier, so it will cost us more, and as we go from S3 standard to S3 Glacier deep archive, the cost will be reduced. However, we also need to take a point into consideration about the first byte latency. So it means you can see here for S3 standard until S3 one zone IA, it's in milliseconds. So it means once you have uploaded, you are using these tiers of S3, then you can access your data which you have uploaded within milliseconds. But if you go and choose the S3 Glacier, then it will take from minutes up to hours to retrieve your data. And S3 Glacier deep archive is something like it will take hours. Like if you have uploaded, say your data in this particular type of storage tier, then it will take hours for you to get your data back. Okay, so that is the thing. So once we can using the S3 lifecycle management, we can decide which of the storage we need to use, and accordingly we can take the call. Okay. So now let's talk about how are we charged in S3. So there are various parameters based on which we are charged in the S3. First of all is storage. So the more storage we use in the S3, it will be charged. Okay. Then requests, like number of requests, request means nothing but the reads. Okay, the based on the read request, etc., or write request, it will be charged. Storage management, as we discussed, if we go for the lifecycle management, S3 lifecycle management, from S3 standard to S3 deep archive, etc. So if we are using the storage management feature of S3, then it will be charged. Again, for the data transfer, yeah, that is the basis on which we will be charged. Transfer acceleration we will see in the next slides, upcoming slide, as well as cross-region replication, which is called as CRR. Yeah. So talking about cross-region replication. So say for example, this is your source bucket, okay, and you want to upload or you want to replicate your data in the source bucket to somewhere else in the world. Say for example, you are here at Northern Virginia, and from here you want to upload your or replicate your data in the S3 to Sydney region. So you need to turn on the cross region replication feature of S3 bucket, and once you have enabled it, so as soon as you enable it, it will be there is another thing is versioning also needs to be enabled in order to use this cross region replication. So say I have enabled it, then whatever the data in my S3 bucket at my source will get replicated to my destination, which is in Sydney. So you can say there will be multiple copies or replication of our data in the S3 bucket. So that can be accessed using cross region replication feature. Yeah. Now let's talk about S3 transfer acceleration. So using S3 transfer acceleration, it will enable us to fast, easily and securely transfer our file over the longer distances. So if I want to transfer my files in from the S3 bucket to the remote destination, and it's at a very long destination, or in a very long distance, in that case we can use S3 transfer acceleration. And basically S3 transfer acceleration uses CloudFront's globally distributed edge location. So yeah, we will see the CloudFronts when we will be talking about in the networking section. So I will show you like how it works. Yeah, so say here you can see these are various users, say these various users, and instead of they uploading their data or to the S3 bucket, instead of that, these symbols, the square ones, are called as edge locations, and from the edge location these are transferred or copied to AWS backbone network. So using this feature, like you can like easily and very securely and very fast you can transfer your data over the very long distances. So here you can see here it's S3 transfer acceleration tool. If you go and access this tool, basically this is it will show us how much time it will take. Say if you are based on the regions, like your nearby regions, and how much time it will take, depending on the data transfer speed using this tool. So just you can click this one and it will show you like the latency and all the other features. Yeah. So friends, that's it for today, and I will cover the demo sessions in the next sessions. So please like, share, comment and subscribe to my channel. It is Cloud with Mohsin, and thanks for watching. Yeah, stay tuned.